we're recording, Carrie, so don't say anything bad about Whitney.
Oh, I yawned.
You did.
Oh, that's hurtful.
I think it's weird on Zoom now that they tell you your meeting is being.
I know, it always throws me off.
Yeah.
Oh, it tells you now?
Like
Yeah,
a recording
somebody
comes
starts
across.
recording, it
So I
goes,
can't like record you guys in secret.
no, it
No.
goes, well, your meeting is being recorded. Hi, Flosstube. I'm Carrie,
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah.
and we are Three Trail Stitchers. This is a channel about cross stitch. My table's making squeaky noises, so if you hear this like squeak, 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 squeak.
Oh, we forgot to put your table down
Yeah,
yesterday.
we put the leaf in my table, and so it's like, I mean, it's an IKEA table, so it's not the most sturdy anyway, but
What?
welcome back. So if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. This is just a little taste of
What's to come?
the awkwardness that ensues.
And here we go.
Yeah. So let's see. This week was, I don't know, it went by kind of fast. Not that much exciting stuff.
No.
Trying to think of anything exciting. No. Yesterday we got together with our moms, Whitney's mom and our mom. And mom was basically helping Whitney's mom do some like wool applique stuff. I mean, she can do wool applique. She doesn't really need mom to show her how, but
She just doesn't have
some-
confidence. She needs
She was
confidence.
having some issues.
yeah, just some questions she had. And so we all kind of sat around and ate pizza and did that kind of thing. So it was a lot of fun. It was nice to get together. So, and then, so that's why we didn't film yesterday. So now we're filming today. So, but other than that, it's hot here. It's humid. It's gross. It's summer.
It's summer. It's summer in Missouri.
Summer in Missouri. Missouri's fun right now, as always. So, ignore everything you see on the news. If you hear about Missouri, just look the other way. Okay, so finishes. We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna go into the cross stitch.
I have a finish.
I have a finish.
I have a finish as well. Well, I was watching Michelle Bundy yesterday, and she called something, she's working on a stitch along, she called it an FFN, a finish for now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's what I should start calling stitch along things. So I did finish the next part of the follow the yellow brick road
He's
style.
adorable.
He's so cute.
So this is from Little Dove Cross Stitch. Follow the yellow brick road style. It's her Wizard of Oz stitch along. I have some back stitch, but I just decided to wait. Some of the squares I've done the back stitch and some I've waited. So at the end, I'll figure it out. This is on 14 count fiddler's cloth, and this is where it is at the moment.
Oh,
there's
it's so cute.
The Wicked Witch should hopefully be next.
I'm guessing either she'll do Oz, like the Emerald City, and then do the Wicked Witch, like the destruction of the Wicked Witch, or
Oh,
she'll do Wicked Witch and then Emerald City, like the wizard. I'm gonna guess maybe the wizard will appear at some point. So, but will it be
It's good.
Oz the Great and Terrible, or will it be
Oz, the wimpy man behind the curtain.
yeah?
Pay no attention.
Yeah. And then I also started yesterday. So our designer for this month that we wanted to showcase is Ghost Rocket Studio, who's on Etsy. It's just Ghost Rocket Studio on Etsy. My cat is like limboing with the cord from my so I don't want it to fall before. So I decided to do, I had purchased last year, it's like a Die Hard ugly Christmas sweater design. And so a viewer, which I will share later, sent us some fabric and that kind of thing. And she sent us some 10 count fabric. So I'm like, I'll try that because why not? So, and because it's 10 count, I used pearl cotton because I didn't want it to, I wanted it to show up. So,
Oh, it looks so
Oh,
good.
it's so good.
yeah, like I think because it's pearl cotton and it's 10 count, like my stitches aren't the best, but I honestly think like
I think they look great.
It's
do
like an
too.
ugly Christmas sweater thing, and it's really kind of chunky, like a, 80s ugly Christmas sweater.
I love it.
There's Nakatomi Plaza. And John
That's
McClane's
amazing.
lighter up here in the helicopters. Here's Argyle's limo. And Al, I always want to say Carl, because wasn't that his name on Family Matters?
Yes.
I always want to say there's Carl. No. And then there's like Uzis, which I think oddly look like little dogs.
They do. I was trying to figure out for a minute what those little critters were. I was like,
So
I
this
don't
is
remember
my-
any little weird animals in that movie.
This was a quick stitch. I mean, I started it last night, like 6 o'clock or something, and finished it last night. So start and finish. And this is for our Ghost Rocket Studio Sal, hashtag TTS Ghost Rocket Sal, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Sorry.
He has lots of other fun designs, and they're all really kind of like minimalist and 8-bit looking. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I like them.
So those are my finishes.
Okay, so my finish is our Ghost Rocket Sal too. This is the Sleepy Hollow
I love that one.
Say
one.
hello to Fiona.
And then I found last year I did his Krampus one and I found it.
Oh, good. Yeah, that looks really good.
It's an old finish, but finish.
It's
They're
still-
so quick.
I know, and I love
Right.
this. I love the way it turned out. I did the
know.
moon and glow in the dark floss.
I love
Oh,
the moon in the
nice.
clouds.
Yeah. And
That's
I started it when you guys were in Florida and had just put it away. So I finished it up the other night. So
That's awesome.
those are mine.
I also started one last night and finished it last night. He has a few Star Wars ones, and I want to do 4 of them and put them in a make a wall quilt. So I started I Have You Now, which is the trying to find something to find it, which is the run down the Death Star before they blow it up.
It's
And
so
supposed
good.
to have- yeah, it's supposed to have words on it, but I'm gonna leave the words off because none of the others have words. So
Yeah.
and I started a
I like it.
second one, but I started too far down. I don't even know. You might even be able to see the blue thread that I had to pull out. There.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's
And the
weird.
little
It's so
at
good.
legs would have been all the way down here. So I'm gonna fold it and start it in the middle because his are so tiny that I can start in the middle and be fine. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about getting off. So, but I have 3 more of those. I'm going to work on this. Oh, that's in plans. Okay, that's it. That's my
Don't
only.
jump ahead.
Whips.
Whoops.
So some of you may know about my tragedy from last week. So I had started, and I don't think I brought it over here. It's still in because there's no way I'm frogging it. So I had started the Tiny Modernist New Sal, When Witches Go Riding. I think it's the When Witches Go Riding Sal.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of it done. Like I was basically, I mean, I probably had one more day of work to put into it to finish the first part. Maybe, because now that I've done this motif in the middle, I'm like, maybe it would have taken me more than that.
Right.
And then I realized that I was too far over. I had started too far over on my fabric. And there was no way I was going to frog it all out because it was a lot. And I think it might have fit that way, like width-wise. But then my thing was I also started further down. So with a Sal, of course, you're not going to know until the very end.
And right.
And I'm not going to work on something for like 4 or 5 months or whatever it is.
Well, and then you and I measured the measurement she had given us.
Yeah.
And I think we figured out that you literally would have gone almost up to the last row. You wouldn't have even had like a 1/4 of an inch, I think.
It was tragic. It was
Yes.
Terroradabagible.
Terravaginal.
And so I moped for a day or so, and then I decided to restart it because I really enjoyed stitching it, and it's not like I'm not going to stitch it. So I've had this piece of 14 count fabric flare for like a long time. It was Mom's, and she wasn't crazy about it. And so I took it to stitch something on, didn't stitch that on it, tried something else on it, didn't work. So it's kind of just been sitting in my stash, but it's perfect.
It is perfect.
It is perfect.
It is.
Perfect.
And this is we figured out yesterday, it's Fabric Flare Hazy Gray, which I will be ordering more of.
Yeah, it's
The
beautiful.
picture online does not look like this. It this has a lot of teal. I don't know if you can see it in my bad lighting, but it has a lot of teal in it and gray. And the one online looks like basically just the cloudy gray. It doesn't look like
Mhm.
anyway. So I restarted it. I started in the middle, which I should have done to begin with. And I'm working on this lady here. I enjoyed stitching the outside. Now I have to fill it in, which is sort of annoying. So I'm doing like a string of white coming down, doing some black stitch, you know, that kind of thing. But once I get
looks good.
I love
done,
it.
I know the rest of it's going to go quick because I've already stitched it. Honestly, that's like that's like the first time I've ever done that, like gotten that far into something and been
Yeah.
like, oh no. It was very sad. But honestly, I'm not really mad because I like this fabric better.
Yeah, it looks great on that fabric.
So that's my only whip because I finished
Okay.
the other one last night.
I have two. This one is my Solo Witches.
Oh, you got a lot done.
Wow, it looks great.
So I have like the top little first corner done on
I
it.
love that.
And then I also started the Tiny Modernist stitch along.
Ooh,
on
Good.
that.
that's awesome. Your fabric's good.
So yeah, it's just my coffee tea dye fabric. It's a little stiff and a little wrinkled, but
Just filling in that angel.
I know, and I told my mom. I'm sorry, Marley. Shh. Somebody drove down the road. Like, good
How
Lord.
dare they? Marley's protecting you.
I like to stitch things that turn into something.
Mhm.
I don't like to stitch things and then have to fill it in.
Yeah,
make
it's not,
sense?
Yeah.
and it's not that big. It's not that many
It's not.
stitches, but it's just like the repetitiveness, and it's white.
And I think
don't like white
my
stitches.
fill-in stitches usually don't look as nice as the outline stitches.
Yeah.
I think that's what I have a problem with because I finished the outline last night and then just started a little bit before I went to bed, and I was telling my mom, I'm like, I don't like to fill stuff in. I like to like this is
Yeah.
great. This kind of stitching where it turns
Yeah.
into something, but I don't know.
Well,
I don't
and
know if I get
I
bored with it
like-
or what.
I contemplated leaving it open, but I mean, it does look really nice filled in.
It does look nice filled in, yeah, because I was the same way. But
Yeah.
so those are my two whips.
Well, my one whip I finished last night, and then the vintage animals, which I said I was going to finish this week.
Mhm.
I didn't. I have 9.5 motifs left, and the
Oh, wow.
reason it didn't get finished is because Carrie and I watched Black Widow one night, and I worked on it, and I got the entire little raccoon done. I was so proud of him, and he was totally in the wrong place. I mean, like not
Aw.
even, you couldn't even fudge it. He was in such the wrong place. So I spent a whole night taking him out. But I did get quite a bit done this week because I got all of this week. These, the rabbit, some of the littler motifs, the fox.
I really like that.
Yeah, it's really
I like it a lot.
So my new goal is to finish it this week. But it was nice to do the little ghost rocket thing last night and get something like accomplished, because I just kind of been like,
Yeah.
because I feel like everything, I mean, I don't feel like I've finished a whole lot this summer, and for us, summer's almost over. So it felt good to get something small done. So I think I'm gonna I don't know. I might even work on something different each night. And maybe this won't get done this week, but it'll get closer.
Yeah.
That's my only whip right now.
All right, so haul, there's quite a bit, not things I bought. I did want to show because I have mentioned it 2 weeks in a row and keep forgetting to show them. These are they're from Miss Prim. I bought the George and Martha.
I love those.
These, which were featured on Just Keep Stitching, so I bought those. What else have I bought that's like on my phone? I bought this Amanda Gorman quote that I'd like to stitch at some point because it was my favorite quote from her inaugural speech. Oh, I randomly bought this Thumb and Louise pattern, which I will stitch at some point. It says,
Oh.
let's keep going.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I will do that at some point. It's one of my favorite movies. So just some things that I've purchased like on Etsy when I've, randomly felt like I should buy things that I don't need. I haven't purchased any like hard patterns. We did make some bags.
We made all the bags.
Yeah, we had like 29 bags like cut out, all the bits and pieces. So throughout this week, we, cut out the vinyl and put everything together and then sewed them. So it was, I don't think we'll stack up 29 to do again because it was a lot. I'm finding all these like strings everywhere.
I know, I'm finding.
And somebody asked like if we sell them, and we do not, like, would we maybe someday, but like we are not, like our corners are not crisp, like we are not professional sewists. But I will show you the ones that we made, the fabric we used.
I mean,
So
if someone wants a bag that doesn't cost, like 40, 50, 60 bucks, because trust me, this is not.
yeah, there are people that make beautiful bags. Ours
There are.
there. Might they get there someday? Sure.
We ain't them.
So we did this Alice in Wonderland fabric. This one is holding I want to start this Barbara Anna mermaid dandelion thingy. So these Christmas bags have been sitting around forever, probably since last Christmas. So we put those together. These were the ones that we were going to make for our not made to create.
There's the one with the upside down Christmas fabric.
Yeah, which we don't do too often. We do pretty good. I think
I've
we
done
only
it twice.
Yeah.
Out of all those bags, I did 2 that were upside down.
Cozy Cafe. This is the fabric we chose for the Cozy Cafe. And so mine is in there. My Cozy Cafe has been abandoned. Will I pick it up? No one knows. This Christmassy cactus thing. What is
The
it?
Good Fairies from
Meriwether. Flora, Fauna, and
Flora,
Meriwether.
Fauna, and Meriwether.
That's cute. I like that one.
Yeah. From
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. I almost said Maleficent like you did the other
I
day.
know, I did that the other day.
The Dwarves.
Aw.
Like some purple. This one, Whitney has the Universal Monsters, but it's from a different person. So we bought some, so Sarah and I, because I want to start the Universal Monsters.
I think it's the same fabric, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Okay.
it's the exact same fabric. It's just we didn't get ours when you got yours, so we had to hunt
Yeah.
the fabric.
Yeah, it was from Etsy because I think it's out of print now. So,
Yeah.
but so my Universal Monster style will be going in here and it will get started sometime soon. I made these 2 Wizard of Oz bags. I did one with gingham on the inside and this fabric on the outside, and then I
I'm
added
gonna hunt down some more of that fabric because Mom and I both want a Wizard of Oz bag now.
yeah, gingham on the out. Well, I have a lot of Wizard of Oz styles going on. So Wizard of Oz on the out, or gingham on the outside, and I did the Wizard of Oz on the inside.
And
I
that
love
I like that.
is some of our Mimi gingham.
Yeah, you can tell it's kind of thin. I mean, this gingham is probably 40 years old or 50.
It's probably 50 or 60 years old.
So then this vintage ladies bag,
I love that one.
which is some of that simplicity fabric from Joann's. And then we did different color, we did different zipper things.
And Carrie and I were convinced that the zipper fabric was some Mimi fabric too, until we laid it out and the salvage had a date that it probably wasn't Mimi fabric.
This Mickey Mouse bag. Because Disney. And then I made 2 Frida Kahlo bags because I have Frida Kahlo problems. So, and I have a lot of Frida Kahlo patterns. So
Oh, I like that.
yeah, and this was like part of the fabric, and this was the part above it because it was basically like a panel.
Oh, uh-huh.
And so I took the flower part, and then this, which I've had this fabric forever. I don't know. I'm sure it's like Alexander Henry or something. This.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful fabric. And then I put this orange on the inside with like gold speckles. So those are bags we made. Did I show this one? Oh,
Here, I'll show. Hold on.
okay.
So then yesterday when we got together, we were all supposed to learn the wool applique. But when my mom is
It did work
teaching
out well.
someone- I love you, Mom. But when she's teaching someone, she gets a little bossy.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I don't really care if I ever learn wool applique ever. So I got out my stitching and then I was like, why don't I just make the cryptid bags? Because we have to have cryptid bags for the cryptid Sal.
The Witchy Stitcher Cryptid Sal starts August 1st.
Yes. So we made our cryptid bags. We found this on Spoonflower. And then
It's my favorite. I love it.
And then I'm the Oracle Sal Facebook page. I'm going to start the Halloween Sal. So I had to make me an Oracle bag.
I love that fabric.
I think that's the only one. Oh, we made these little cute animal bags upside down.
Oh yeah, that's the other one.
That's the other one. And then I made a bag for the Tiny Modernist. I had some not old, but I had on, I remember when I bought this, little witches hats.
They have
Oh,
that again
cute.
this year at Joann's.
Do they
I saw it.
really?
Mhm.
This one?
The witch's hat. Mhm. It was at Joann's.
Well, they had a witch's hat, but it was on cream fabric.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. And don't anybody comment how Carrie's right, okay? She knows she's right. I know she's probably right. But I'm the older sister and I get to be right once in a while too. She's wrong. It's on cream fabric with bigger hats. Oh, and I made a Star Wars bag.
Oh,
Look
that
at you making all the
the
bags.
inside. The inside fabric's better.
Yeah, the inside here. Let me.
It's like rainbow stormtroopers.
Rainbow Stormtroopers!
That's amazing.
It's really cute.
So,
So we did make a cryptid bag, an extra one. And we will do a little giveaway at the end.
Okay.
So Whitney, did you have any haul before I share our stitching?
No, I mean, the only thing I had was the bags you guys did for me and I left them in the other room.
I do have one more haul. I got this pattern from Lakeside Needlecraft. I think they're in, and it's a Doreen Jones. I think they're in, yeah, they're in the UK, but they have, somehow I ended up with a coupon. So I bought that.
I love that.
And I am going to buy the fancy floss for the windows and things.
Oh yeah.
Because that's really the only fancy floss I think they list. The rest of it's obviously 310. There's like 3 fancy, well, no, there's 2 fancy flosses. So
Oh, that's not too bad.
yeah, no. That's all my haul.
And then we got some like epic stitching
Extreme.
kindness. Yeah, epic. So there was someone last week, Linda, commented on one of our posts and asked if we would want some duplicate patterns that she had. And I was like, sure, if you want to send them. I said, if we have them, do you want us to, if we also have them, do you want us to send them back or give them away? And she said, oh no, you can keep them and give them away, no big deal. And then she said, the weather's awful here in California. It's been so hot. And she said, so give me a few days to send it. And so I didn't really think it would come anytime soon. And I figured, a handful of patterns, right? But then Sarah and I came home one day. I think we ran to IKEA and stuff. And there was a big box like inside my screen door, between my screen door and my door. And I'm like,
And we were trying to figure out what Carrie had ordered. We were like,
yeah,
what?
because I never know.
What
I mean,
have you ordered?
I
'Cause
order.
we never have anything shipped there. We usually have it shipped to mom's because during the school year, mom's home all day. And that way we don't have to worry about porch pirates.
And so we got this huge box from Linda in California. And she sent us fabric, like lots of fabric. The 10 count that I used, she sent us other pieces of this 10 count Lori Holt fabric, which I wanted to try and haven't. She sent us some White Holt Ada, some Zweigert Ada, this amazing piece of linen that we're all sad we don't stitch on linen. So
I know, because it's so amazing.
No,
I
but
guess-
mom had a good idea. If we don't use it as a giveaway, mom said you should embroider something on it.
yeah, I feel like you could also, sorry, my cat. I feel like you could also cross stitch something and then somehow put it here and like use this sort of as a frame.
As a frame.
I mean, it's amazing. This is primitive hair, 30 count.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
And then she sent us an overwhelming, in a good way, amount of patterns. And I'm not going to show them all, but just like scores of patterns, blackbirds.
How many did she send us total?
Well, like, I mean, like 70 patterns. I mean, it's so
Yeah,
many.
it's
There was,
overwhelming.
the Shores of Hawk Run Hollow, which is like, if I were to stitch a hawk run, which this maybe encourages me to, I mean, it'll take me 95 years, but this is the one I would do because I love this one. I just
But
love
you
it.
could pick out individual ones of those and do like little pillows or little
Yeah.
something, little flat folds. Cause like you said, you wanted to do the which one was it?
There's on this one, it has an in memory and it's a
In
Lieutenant
memory.
Jacob Pomeroy, 1745, but I would put my grandfather there because he was in the Coast Guard, you know,
Yeah.
it just makes me think of him. I mean, just so many patterns, so many amazing patterns. And I mean, it blew us away. Like Sarah and I were looking through them. We went through them with Whitney and our moms yesterday. And it was just, I mean, it's amazing that somebody
Amazing. Yeah. Incredible.
enjoys us enough to trust us with some of their stash, you know? And so we will together sort through them and some things that we have or, you know, that we will use as giveaways in the future. And we will be stitching a lot of them because there's things that I was like, oh, I've wanted that one. I haven't bought it. Brenda Gervais, the October 31st. I've wanted to do that one forever and I just haven't bought it. So Linda, thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
It's overwhelming. It's so kind. And we thoroughly appreciate it. We are more than happy to be the receivers, the caretakers of anyone's stash. They
Yes.
want because we have stash problems. So, but incredible. So that really made our week for sure. It was incredible. So
Absolutely.
and we will at some point be sending some thank you gifts to her and to Missy and Kathy who sent us stuff the previous week. So lots of kindness.
Yes. And ladies, thank you for putting your return addresses on those so that we can, when we get our lives together, we can get a little thank you gift sent out to you. So
Yeah. So means a lot. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
And look forward to some giveaways when we can get our act together and sort through everything.
Carrie and I we'll try and get through things sorted this week and inventoried and figure out what we have duplicates of and things that maybe just aren't our style that we'll kind of get some things put together and maybe we'll get a lineup of giveaways kind of in the next coming months.
Yeah.
Or weeks.
But we do have a giveaway for today. Oh, should we do plans first?
Let's do plans and then let's do that.
My plans are to work on the Tiny Modernist Sal. I'd like to get that first part done. If I, you know, get tired of it or something, I will pick up something else, but I'd like to finish that. Oh, actually, I have other plans because today I'm Zooming with Memphis Sarah and Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives, and we're going to work a little bit on our labyrinth because my labyrinth has the word labyrinth and nothing else. I don't think any of us have worked on it, so it's just kind of floundering. So we're going to work on that a little bit, but other than that, Tiny Modernist.
Yeah, same. I'm just going to try to work on my Tiny Modernist. If I get bored, I'll go to my Scylla Witches, but I want to get it done. So when the Witchy Stitchers comes out, I can start on that right away. So.
Well, I kitted up all the things yesterday. And my plan this week is to steal the 25/7 and get a start each day. So I will continue with the vintage animals. I really want to try and get that finished this week. I think I can do it because the motifs are small. I want to work on these, some more of the Ghost Rocket Star Wars, because I just love to get those done and get the wall hanging. So one day this week, I'm going to get a start in on the Tiny Modernist. Then oh no, what is this? Oh, the Oracle Sal that I keep talking about from Facebook. I want to get a start on that. The first
really
pattern,
neat.
Yeah, the first pattern's out and the second part came out today. And they're pretty tiny. There's like only 3 motifs in the first one. So I honestly think if I just sit down and get started, I can probably get the first part done. I kitted up my cryptid Sal that's not out yet. And then I kitted up the ones I keep talking about, the Quirky Quaker cryptids. I got them all kitted, ready to go. So I want to get on start on those this week. And then when we went to Blue Earth, Justine made a phone call for me to the designer so I could figure out if this would work on 14, and she answered me. And then I'm also going to be getting the Mrs. Claus from her. So I want to get a start on these because she really wants to see how they stitch up. So my goal is to also just at least get a start on this. So this is already and kitted up. Sorry, I just need a few more, I just need a few more flosses. So last night I sat down and made a list of course, we've been to Joann's, I don't know, 3 times this week. And each time I forget something. I want to do this new booklet pouch project and we forgot zippers. I forgot floss. I don't know. So those are my plans, is to have a new start each day. And then like, if that's my 25/7, then go back to my either my Ghost Rocket or my Vintage Animals. So hopefully I'll have a lot of whips to show next week. That's my goal.
Welcome Stitchery in Blue Earth, Minnesota had their grand opening this weekend. So it looks like it was pretty successful. I saw pictures on Kathy Hopperman's Facebook, the Hands-On Design Facebook. So go check her out. It's a really cute store.
It is. She's amazing.
It's a really nice store and she's very kind. And so now it's officially open. And it looks like she has even more stuff. Like when the
Yeah,
picture,
I know, we have to go
I was
back.
like, ooh, that
I
was
know
the-
we're gonna have to go, but I think we should try and plan. We'll get through Galleria and then maybe we can plan. Carrie and I'll have to look at when we have conferences. But if we have
Oh, yeah. in the
conferences
fall.
the same week, we could do like a Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we have to get through Gloria first.
and go before the we have our 2 weeks of winter here in Missouri,
Right.
and then they have their Minnesota winter.
The other Minnesota winter.
Yeah, which is, I'm sure, way more intense than our weather that we complain about constantly. That isn't
Yeah,
that-
we don't have a whole lot to complain about, but we do.
Yeah.
We do it anyway.
It's all right as Missourians to complain about the weather. So we do have a giveaway this week. We made an extra cryptid bag. I know a lot of you are jumping on the Witchy Stitcher cryptid Sal because I mean,
And-
it's magical.
Yeah. And I'm also making cryptid little bitty notion bags. I don't know. Here's about the size of them. So I'll be making a cryptid notion bag to go with it.
And so we got this fabric from Spoonflower. It's got little Bigfoot, Muffin represent, Nessie, Yeti. It's got, I don't know, it's cute. It's really cute.
Atwood's monsters on it.
Blue on white zipper. So, you know, keep in mind, guys, we're not professionals. So if you win this bag, just enjoy it for what it is. It's homemade.
No complaining about the color of the thread. Like
That's
our
our
mother.
mom's like, we always use light colored thread. And she's like, well, you know, you could just match. That would hide a lot of your mistakes if you would just like match the thread to the fabric. And I'm like, but then you got to like load bobbins. And
I actually did that.
I know it's
last
a lot.
night. I waited to sew this one last because the project or the notion bag was pink. So I just did the light color. But mom said she was proud of me because I actually changed to my black thread. And it does, I'm not gonna lie, it does hide a whole lot of those mistakes. Crispy critters.
we'll get fancier at some point.
I gotta resew one of them.
We'll get fancier. Right now, it's just like we're rushing to find places to house all the projects that we should not be starting. But you know, so if you are interested in winning our cryptid bag for the cryptid Sal or other things that you're stitching, you don't have to be stitching the Witchy Stitcher cryptid Sal. I mean, my cat has lost her mind.
Which one?
Bernie, she was over like in the window, which there's hardly anywhere for her to stand on these windows.
Well,
And she
yeah,
went over onto the table. Talk about a cryptid, my cat.
mine are out on the porch fighting with the squirrel.
She's the Ozark Howler, my cat. Okay, so what is our question? Do they have to answer a question?
We've
Because we've already done your favorite cryptid.
already done your favorite
Yeah.
cryptid. Question.
Okay, here's what our question is going to be, because yesterday I got the urge and I put my Halloween party, my Disney Halloween party wax melts back in. So what are you most looking forward to for the fall?
There you go.
Oh, that's a good one.
So use the word fall. Okay. What are you most looking forward to this fall? And then you can be entered to win this handmade cryptid bag.
Amazing cryptid project.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll leave it open. You don't have to be from the States. We'll leave it open and yeah, but don't say giveaway. Don't say contest. Don't say blah, blah, blah.
Free.
You know, be 18 and older. Is there anyone under 18 that watches this? Probably not, but
Oh,
you
if
know.
not, if so, they need to go get a life.
Maybe they're amazing stitcher. Like
They
a young,
probably
Could be.
I wish I
There
had
are a lot of
started-
young, amazing stitchers.
Yeah, imagine how much I would have gotten done so far if I'd started stitching before I was 18
Right.
or before I was, 45. So anyway, so that's our giveaway for this time. And reminder, if you want to join, because we've shown you 3 amazing Ghost Rocket Studio patterns. And he has more. I mean, he doesn't have a million patterns because it's a newer
Designer.
But he has
Yeah.
a lot of good ones.
but
Great
lots
ones.
of fun, like horror stuff, Nightmare on Elm Street, and just oh, which one did I like? I think there's like a Haunting of Hill House one. Bly Manor. No, Bly Manor.
My manner.
There's some good ones. And they're
Yeah.
so quick. And just like if you want a quick start and finish and something cute, like this will probably get turned into like a pillow or something like that. So
Yeah, like getting that,
hashtag,
sorry.
what? Oh, what'd you
No,
say?
just getting that done last night kind of re-energizes me to go
Yeah.
back to
Mhm.
other thing and to do get a bunch of stuff started so I kind of have some options. I think
Yeah, I
that's
think-
what I've been missing is options.
Yeah, we start big projects and then it's like all you have is big projects and
Yes. Yes.
so you never feel like you're finishing things. But anyway, that's hashtag TTS Ghost Rocket Sal, and Sarah usually puts it down in the
I will put it down in the descriptor.
description. So
He has,
So that-
I don't know, he has like
Quite a
30
few.
patterns.
yeah, I like them. They're fun. I'll definitely stitch more because I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
one.
Oh, there's another Star Wars one I don't have. Sorry. And they are inexpensive. I mean,
Yes.
most
Yeah.
of his patterns are
Bless you.
$2.50, $2.
Yeah.
There's like 1 or 2 that are $3. There's some that are like $1.60. I mean, if you're in it, I think this would be a good way to get a new stitcher in to cross stitching as well.
Oh yeah. because-
Yeah. Oh
You're
yeah.
someone who likes quirky things, because like we said, they go very fast. They're fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun to stitch. All right. So that is probably it. My cat's losing her mind over here. The other one now. That's it for cross stitch. We're going to do a quick media corner. So if you're interested in what we're reading, watching, or listening to, I got lost somewhere in the minute because in the middle. Then hang on because we're going to start that shortly. If not, if you don't want to hear that, you can hit the road. We don't take it personally, believe me. You've listened to us yammer for over 30 minutes. So
Right.
but we're gonna start now. So reading, I'm still reading the what's the name of it? The cozy mystery that's the cross stitch.
Oh, the crossed something. Crossed by death. Crossed.
I'm so on top of things.
Think of the
They
name
really
of it.
are.
Catherine, who I'm friends with on Facebook, she said that she's read them and she read like the first 3 because she was on vacation. She messaged me and she's like, I finished the first one, I liked it. And then she's like, I finished the second one. I was like, whoa, you're good, you're fast. But she said that she's enjoying the rest of the series. So, and I think there's other
Okay.
ones coming out. So definitely worth reading. There's not like a ton of cross stitch, but they talk about like her friend owns a knitting shop. And, if you like cozies, if you're into that kind of thing, then by all means. And then we had some people recommend some other cozies, which I'm totally adding to my list. So sorry, I was just checking. Yeah. She also sent me, this is totally off the point, but she's doing the cryptid style from Witchy Stitcher as well. And this is Stitchy Aardvark on Instagram. Trying to blow them up. She sent me these cool pins that are like the cryptid.
Oh,
that you
neat.
turn- Yeah, that you could turn into needle minders, and they have like,
You need
it's
to send those to me.
Mothman. Yeah. And they're like tarot cards, but they're the cryptids. Anyway.
Ooh.
So that's what I've been reading. I've been a slow reader this year. I don't know what my problem is, but it's all right.
Yeah,
Watching Stranger Things. I watched Stranger Things season 2. I mean, again, I've watched it a couple times before, but Sarah and I watched Black Widow. We just went ahead and did the Disney Plus premium thing because I don't know if you've heard, but Missouri's sort of a hot mess right now. So I'm not super comfortable going to movies much as I would love to. So we just figured we'd go ahead and do it that way. We can see it. And it was well worth it, because it is like $30, but it was well worth it. It was fun to watch. We watched The Last Fear Street, which I'm sure someone else will talk about. And then I watched like some Datelines and stuff. I don't know. I haven't really been into too much. I do want to watch season 3 of Stranger Things, but I've watched it before also, but I'm kind of holding off because I enjoy that season the most. So, and not really listening to anything because I have not been in my car too terribly often. So that's one thing about going back to work. I'll be listening to more podcasts.
Yeah.
So, but that's it for me.
Me, not reading anything. I watched The Last Fear Street, which I highly recommend all of them because they're great.
Okay.
I hope they do more. And then last Sunday I spent all day watching bad sci-fi shark movies. So
Of course you
yeah,
did.
you did.
my
Sharknado.
husband came home and saw like the history on the TV and he's like, Ozark shark. And I'm like, it was amazing. Let me tell you.
There are no sharks in the Ozarks. Well, maybe there are. I don't know.
So yeah, I've just been watching bad shark movies and haven't really listened to much of anything. So I was pretty boring this week.
I feel like it was, it didn't rush by, but it was kind of, at the same time, it was also kind of a quick week. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lackluster week. Yeah. Oh, me. Sorry. I haven't been reading anything. I haven't even been listening. In fact, I got about halfway through my book, De-Evolution, and it dropped off of my Sora. So I've got to go back and get it. I will probably wait now until I go back to school because I have days before the teachers show up and I can listen to it in my library while I'm working. I watched the season 2 of Stranger Things and I started season 3 last night. So I'll probably just keep on watching that. Watch Black Widow with Carrie, watch Fear Street. We're gonna do a classic movie night next weekend with Whitney. I haven't been reading anything because I'm a terrible librarian. I did order, so I wanted needle minders for our SAL coming up. And this is Lydia Jean Art, LYDIAJEAN Art on Etsy. She has these, buttons are magnets, and you can they're $2 a piece, or you can get the entire set of 7 for $12.50.
Yeah, they're really cute.
They are adorable.
And then because we made cryptid bags, I am going to need a cryptid zipper pull. And so I found Hustle Hard Metals on Etsy. And I got this Bigfoot charm for $1.88.
That's awesome.
So it's very minimalist, but I absolutely love it because that's that famous pose of, I can't remember what it's called video, but anyway, if you're a Bigfoot fan, you guys know better than me. So anyway, that's it.
We're going all in on that Witchy Stitcher. We go all in on a Witchy Stitcher stitch along.
Yes. Yeah.
You have to have the bag, the needle minder. It's kind of like a Frosted Pumpkin stitch along. Like you have to have all the
all the things.
I think it's easy to do that with stitch alongs though. Like I don't feel, if you're doing a one-off pattern that's small, But like, if you're doing a stitch along that you're going to be living with for months, like might as well have a cute bag and
Yeah, because I think that one goes into like February
yeah,
or something like that.
it's going to be big.
It's a big one.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to stitching the border.
Right. The
No,
border.
we're gonna have to do something to keep us going through that border.
Yeah.
We're gonna need all
Prizes.
the rewards,
Yeah, prizes.
prizes, rewards, everything for getting through that border.
Right.
I love having it done, but
Yeah.
with the chopping mall, I did the whole top part first, which I would have never finished that if I had not done that top part of the mall first, because it was so much. So I was happy I did that. And then all I had to do was kind of go in and fill in, but
Yeah.
It is nice if you get the frame done first, because then
Mhm.
then as the rooms come out or the little cryptic,
Yeah.
it's more fun to do. But the frames are killer sometimes.
Universal Monsters is missing.
all the 310. So,
I think it fell off the wall.
all right. Well, we've held you long enough, folks. So
Yeah.
we will be back together again next Saturday because we're going to watch some films. So we're going to have a cinema in the house,
A cinema.
in-home cinema. My cat.
Hi, Piper.
I don't know what their problem is today. They're just really crazy today. Oh, there's people out there. That's why there's people across the street.
Do you
All right, so
hear people show up in your neighborhoods?
yeah, I don't know. I don't recognize the people anyway. But anyway, no, I'm distracted. I'm like the cat. I'm like
Squirrel?
Girl.
So we will let you go because I want to get some lunch before I Zoom with Bobby and Sarah to do our labyrinth thing. We will see you next week. Don't forget to enter our giveaway. Let us know what your favorite thing about fall is, what you're looking forward to. Apple cider donuts. I mean,
Right.
you can get them anytime, but they're especially
But they're better in the fall.
They're
Yeah.
better in the fall.
Yeah.
And it's apples I can eat. So, there ain't nothing wrong
Sure.
with that.
And we will let you go. That's it, right? We're wrapping
That's
it up.
it.
Wrapping it up.
So we will see you next week. Have a good week. Take care. Stay safe. Stay dry. I
If
know
you're
a lot of
looking
places
for
are
our
waiting for you.
hashtags for
Stay cool.
all of our different things, they'll be in the description box.
Yep. So have a good week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you soon.